See, most people give different version of themselves just to fit in. When you are maybe in a different gathering, like social gathering, religious gathering, you present yourself differently. Okay, to your family, you are a totally different person. To your town's meeting, you are a different person. It's so horrible because you are not being your truest, authentic self. The reason why you are doing that is just because you want people to like you. That's what I mean when I say giving different version of yourself just to fit in. You're not being authentic. You're not being honest with whom you are. You end up not even knowing who you are. And when you don't know who you are, how are you going to like that person? How are you going to love that person? How are you going to work on yourself? When you look yourself in the mirror, you don't know who you are. You can't even recognize yourself anymore. You are living a lie. You are living in deception. You end up manipulating people, blackmailing people, telling a lot of lies, wearing masks. Listen. God has wired you with everything you ever need to be that woman or that man that you so much desire. You have been wired with potentials. Stop dimming your light, giving different version of yourself to different people, different group, different setting, just because you want to settle, just because you want to fit in, or just because you want people to like you. Be unapologetic about being your truest, authentic self. When you know who you are and you know what you want, then you have the courage and the determination to go for that. You keep dimming your light because you seek validation. You will end up losing the most precious thing that God has ever given you. And what is that? You will end up losing you. This one thing could save you a lot. I know there are many videos out there just like this one telling you, 2025 goals, 2025 tips, teaching on how to prepare yourself to get the best of 2025. But I only have one thing I want to share out. This message may not resonate, with every other person out there. If it resonates with you, take it. If not, just know that this message, this video is not for you. One thing that I want you to cut off, remove, eliminate from your life and disconnect from. Just this one thing could save you a lot. I'm sorry for the background noise, just bear with me. But the most important thing is that you pick what I'm about to share. This one thing could save you a lot. This one thing could change your life and make you, make a very big difference in your life in 2025. I don't know what you have been through in 2024. I don't know what happened. Maybe you succeeded in so many ways in 2024, but you can say maximize those areas in 2025. Maybe you are lacking behind, the plans you set for yourself. You are not able to meet up with the projects that you set for yourself for 2024. It's never too late. Okay, 2025 is just around the corner, and you can still make a massive success in 2025. That when you look back, you will be surprised. You will not even believe you are the one, able to achieve that. I'm sharing this with you because this is what I did. This is what I did. Listen, if you have not watched my previous video, the one I made before this one, you better watch it because we're going to learn a lot. I said things in that video that I'm sure will benefit you. Listen, in that video I mentioned something like, if you want to progress in life, if you want to succeed in life, there are certain things that you need to sacrifice, because growth comes with sacrifices. Not just sacrifice, but sacrifices. There are a lot of things you need to do. You need to be comfortable cutting ties. You need to be comfortable closing some chapters. You cannot keep reading the same chapter over and over and over and you hope to move forward. You have to be comfortable burning bridges. I don't care who they are. Growth, be it personal, spiritual, or in any area of your life, maybe relational, comes with lots of sacrifices that many people are not willing to make. And that's why not everybody is succeeding, not everybody is growing, not everybody is making a difference with their life. So many people are stuck in one place, in one situationship. So many people are, moving in circles, repeating cycles, doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting something positive. That's crazy. That's madness. You can't be doing the same thing over and over and you expect to see a different experience, a positive experience. You cannot be dwelling in negativity and you expect positive things to come into your life. Energy matters. The environment, the setting, the group of people you keep around you matters. I think it's Brian Tracy that says you are the average of 5 people that you keep around you. If you want to see what you are going to be in the next 5 to 10 years, he says watch the 5 people that you spend most of your time with. If you know who made that quote, you can leave it in the comment section. I really want to remember who made that quote. Group you keep, the settings you keep, the environment you keep, they are the people you are going to become like them in the next 5-10 years to come. Listen, if you don't like these people, where they are heading, where their life is heading, now you know what to do. It is time, as I said in the beginning of this video, it is time to make that U-turn. It is time to pick courage and make that change. I know it's going to be uncomfortable. I know it's going to shake that your comfort zone, shake that your familiar territory, but until you make that change, that mental shift, nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to happen. Nobody has ever grown in their comfort zone. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You cannot be mingling with people, entertaining yourself with small talks, being around small-minded people, and you expect a sudden massive change. You expect what people call miracle. That is not miracle. You are expecting God to do magic, but God doesn't do magic. So what is this one thing, even if it doesn't bring you the result you seek immediately, but at least it will set you up for success. It will put you back on track. Thereby, at the end of 2025, you will never be the same person you used to be. Listen, there is no growth that comes without a sacrifice, or even without sacrifices. So if you're not willing to do this one thing that I'm about to share here, then this video, in short, this video is not for you. Listen, that one thing is this: take care of your addictions. Yes, you heard me right. You might say, what is addiction? What do you mean by addiction? We all have addictions. When I say addiction, it doesn't necessarily mean drug addiction or alcohol addiction or gambling. All those things are addiction, but they are serious ones that not everybody is into it. And mostly those people that are into it, you don't expect them to go anywhere. If you are into drug addiction, gambling, all those things, you have already ruined your life. They might have the money, but they will always be on the run, running when no one is chasing them. There's no peace of mind. It's that I don't even count those things as success. If that kind of success is the kind of success that you aspire, then this video is not for you. This kind of addiction that I'm talking about is the kind of addiction that people don't even take into consideration. They take it as something, come on. These small habits is what will sabotage the goals and plans you aim to achieve in 2025 and beyond. And what are these addictions? If it is not drug, if it is not sex, if it is not gambling, what is this one addiction that if you take care of could make this change that I'm talking about? Number one, being too much on phone. Yes, we all have cell phone now. Have you noticed that sometimes you sat down and you are with your phone and you start to scroll? You have spent not less than 1 hour on phone. Maybe you want to check a message. From checking a message on your email, then you jump to WhatsApp. From WhatsApp, and then you go to Instagram. From Instagram, then you go to Facebook, and then YouTube. By the time you finish, you go to TikTok. You enter TikTok, you are there for, and by the time you know it, you have spent hours on your phone. Has it ever occurred to you? Has it ever happened to you? If yes, leave your comments in in the comments section. I want to know if what I'm saying is true, because it happens to me even right now as I'm speaking to you. This thing can happen to anybody. So it takes discipline for you to disconnect from that desire to want to spend all those precious time that you don't get back. Well, you know that time is currency. Invest your time wisely, and how you spend it will determine the positive change we are talking about, or we are expecting to have in 2025. Too much time on phone doing nothing. Do you know that the cell phone you have in your hand, you can use your phone to learn, to study, to learn new skills, to improve yourself, to improve your skills, to improve a lot of things, gather informations. You can use your phone to do a lot of positive things, but that has the potential to transform your life positively. But if you are spending all your time on phone, chatting, some people even have 2-3 phones, and all they do from morning till night is call, and then their family members calls them, their cousins call them, and then their children calls them, their colleagues call them, and call. What kind of life is that? When do you have time to spend with yourself? When do you have time to disconnect from the outside world, to go within, to spend time, quality time alone? By spending time alone, you discover who you are. You know your likes and your dislikes. You plan your future. When do you have time to work on yourself? When do you have time to work on the things that will bring that positive change we are talking about in 2025? When you spend 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours of your day chatting, scrolling on social media. You see, this is what I call addiction. It looks simple and common. Everybody does that. But if you truly want to grow, this type of addiction is what you have to take care of. The next addiction is when you set plans. When you say you want to do something, and then at the end of the day, you do nothing. You start up, mighty. You start up with all the zeal and everything, and before you know it, you have slumped back. Either you do little or you do nothing at all. That's an addiction. These are things people don't put into consideration. These are things that people take lightly, but they end up ruining whatever plan or project we have for ourselves. Listen, as I said, growth comes with sacrifice. I would rather invest my time now and enjoy later. So sometimes we have projects that we set for ourselves, we have plans that we set for ourselves, but it's either we do nothing at all that we said that we are going to do to achieve those plans, or we do little and then we start to make all kinds of excuses. We start to compromise, because once you start to make excuses, you start to compromise. So doing nothing at all or doing so little, we end up sabotaging whatever we plan to achieve in 2025. These are things that we look or we take common. I will do it tomorrow. Once you start to be in that place of I will, you're already telling yourself lies. You have to be in that place where you take your life seriously. And I mean seriously. No excuses. If it is spending less time with friends, doing things that are not adding any value to yourself, you need to start with disciplining yourself with these little things that escape us, that we don't see as anything. I call them addictions. You can add to this one that I said, because there are a lot of addictions that are not those serious ones that everyone talks about, that you hear on the news, on the tellies, and everybody's talking about. There are the ones that we are comfortable with, we welcome. Everybody is doing it, so it is normal. Those are the ones that will surely sabotage whatever you want or desire or aim or set out to achieve in 2025. I hope this video added, some values to you. I hope you learned something, and if so, I am blessed. Thank you for watching so far. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Like and share. When you like and share, you help to help me reach more audience, and spread this message. I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, stay blessed. God loves you. I love you. How about you?